All right, guys. So we are going to continue on our research today, and I am going to do my cardinal research while y'all watch so that you will be able to do your expert bird research when it's time. Now, we've already done research using our class chart and the book, The Little Kid's First Big Book of Birds. Miss Charity told me that a lot of people were having trouble getting that book on Epic. So I took pictures of all of the pages and I created a slideshow of the pages y'all would need for your book. I didn't take a picture of all the pages, just the ones that you would need from the book for your research. And we are continuing this research so that we'll be able to write an expert bird riddle. Now, in our expert bird riddle, we're going to need facts from our research about two body parts and how they help the bird survive. We also need adjectives to help the reader understand the body part. The other things on this we will go through whenever we're starting to write our expert bird riddle. Right now, we're just collecting those facts and adjectives. So, for our research today, since we've already done the class charts and we did the Little Kid's First Big Book of Birds, now there's an article to go with your bird. Mine is a cardinal. The article is called Did You Know? Now, your article will be on the slides when it's time for you to do your research. I think that's tomorrow that you're going to do your research, not today. It'll say it in the slides, though. So, did you know cardinals? Cardinals can be recognized by their feet. Whoopsie. They have 4 unwebbed toes on each foot, with 3 claws pointing forward and 1 claw pointing backward. They use their feet to hop around and to scratch on the ground, searching for insects and other food. Now, I'm going to make myself bigger so you can see my workbook. Now, we already found information about the bird's feathers. We found that from our class notes, our chart, the feathers class notes. We said the name of the bird, the body part, and how it helps the bird survive. We drew a picture of the body part and used adjectives to describe it, and we drew a picture of it using the body part to survive. Then we found information on the beak. We put the name of the bird, the body part, how it helps the bird survive. We drew a picture. We used adjectives to describe it, and we drew a picture of the bird using that body part to survive. Today, we're going to do workbook page 41, and we're going to do the same thing using the article I just read to you. So the first question says, what is your expert bird? What's my expert bird? My expert bird is a cardinal. So I'm going to write cardinal. And I'm going to spell it correctly because I can look in the article to help me spell it. Cardinal. Now, the next question says, what body part helps the bird survive? What body part did I just read about? Yeah, I read about the feet. The feet. So I'm going to write feet. And I'm also going to spell that word right because I can look in the article to help me spell that word too. Feet. And then how does this body part help the bird survive? Let me go back to the article and double check. It says, They use their feet to hop around and to scratch on the ground, searching for insects and other food. Well, you need food to survive, and their feet help them scratch the ground to get food. So, for my sentence, I'm going to write, they use their feet to scratch for food. They, you should spell correctly because that was a sight word not too long ago. They. Now, scratch is in the article to help you spell it, or you can sound it out. Scratch. The, you should know how to spell the. Ground. You should spell ground right because it's in the article, or you can sound it out. Ow. We learned that OU says ow. D. Space. For. That was a sight word too. Or. And then food. You can also look in the article for the word food. They scratch the ground for food. Period. I started with a capital letter. Now it says a labeled sketch of the body part. Use adjectives in your label. So let me go back to the article to help me with that because they already have a picture. I can sketch that picture that they have. Now, it doesn't have to be a perfect scientific drawing because it's just a sketch. And I'm not very good at drawing anyway. But I know it's got 3 toes pointing forward and 1 toe pointing back. And it's got claws on its toes. Got some little wrinkles right there. All right, that is my sketch of the body part. Not perfect, but good enough. Now, I need to use a describing word. It says they have 4 unwebbed toes on each foot with 3 claws pointing forward and 1 claw pointing backward. So I know that their toes are sharp because they call them claws. So I'm going to put sharp as one of my adjectives. And I'm also going to put unwebbed. Unwebbed. And you could also say 3 or 4. 3 toes pointing forward, 1 toe pointing back. But I think I have enough here. So I just wrote sharp and unwebbed. Now, for this question, it says, sketch of how the body part helps the bird survive. So I'm going to draw a sketch of the bird scratching the ground with its toes. This is difficult. And this is the ground. And I'm going to put some bugs in the ground. Okay. That is a picture of the bird scratching the ground for insects. All right, and that is on workbook page 41. When it's time for you to do your research, you're going to be looking through for facts about your bird. Try to pick a different body part than what you've already chosen. Now, you might not be able to find a different body part, but try. All you need is 2 body parts, but I have 3. I did the feathers, the beak, and the feet. This is our last bit of research before we go write our expert bird riddle. So you should have at least 2 body parts, and maybe you even have 3 after you finish this. Now, I think that you're going to do your research on this tomorrow. I'll have to double check, but I think you're going to do your research on this tomorrow. But it'll say it in the slides in your lesson, so make sure you pay attention to the slides to see if you're going to do it today or tomorrow. All right. That's all, folks. Have fun researching.